Hello, I'm Gina Marcello here with,
Oh, hi, I'm Al.
I'm here with Al. And a couple years ago, we attempted to do a web series called Sunday Mornings with Al. Now, maybe Al could tell you a little bit about himself.
It was basically just about me complaining about things like I do on Twitter.
In real life, every Sunday morning. And so one Sunday, Al was complaining about something, and I said, oh my God, I'm going to grab my camera, I'm going to record you. So we started this process of creating a series. And in the beginning, Al, wasn't it fun?
Oh, it was a blast.
It was fun. We were having fun with it. And then what happened?
And then what happened is you became a perfectionist with it, and it was taking away our entire Sundays because you would edit it as if you were producing The Irishman.
No, it wasn't.
And it was something that should be done
Call
very
me Marty.
simply. Just film it, put a beginning and end on it. You were like tweaking it, and it was too much.
It had to be funny. I mean, he thinks he's funny. So we just rewatched all of them, which are at the end of this video after this. He goes, that one's really good. I said, that's you talking at the camera.
Right. I'm terrific.
It wasn't really that interesting. It had it to be a little more interesting, I felt. Like I added some drops in and some funny photos just to make it come alive. But after our last one, we got into such an argument. I said, that's it. I'm not doing Sunday mornings with Al anymore.
Because you were trying to tell me how to complain. No one is better at complaining than me. I know how.
No, I wasn't. I was just trying to be part of the creative process. So really, it ended because we had creative differences.
Right.
I mean, granted, he's on radio and is verified on Twitter and stuff,
Right.
But he doesn't edit. In fact, last night I said to him, can you help me edit this thing I have on Audition? He had no idea.
Not interested. I don't edit
And he's
myself.
supposed to be a sound guy for radio? No. Anyway, we hope you enjoy Sunday Mornings with Al. Thanks for watching.
Classics. Now, I'm not normally one to complain. Just kidding, I hate everything. I go to a lot of delis to get turkey sandwiches or just to get the turkey myself and make a sandwich at home. And I've noticed a disturbing trend. Deli workers wearing one glove. Who wears one glove? One glove does nothing. In theory, you're supposed to handle the meat with the gloved hand and the money and the other things with this hand. But what happens is both hands are touching the meat, touching the bread, touching the lettuce. It does nothing. So either wear two gloves or no gloves. Also, if you're going to wear a glove or two gloves, go ahead and feel free to occasionally change those. You know, when you're handling money, when you're putting your hands in your pockets, when you're wiping your forehead. Then touching my food, the whole theory of the gloves is thrown out the window. I spent most of the day yesterday trying to fix and replace the tub faucet in the shower. And I had to go to one of these big box hardware stores, your Lowe's, your Home Depot. Here's the problem. Used to be when you go to those stores, everybody in there was an expert in their aisle. So you'd go to the plumbing aisle, that guy would know everything. Now it's just like guys like me working there that have no idea what anything does or how anything works. What?
Time did you go so far?
No one ever goes to Lowe's or Home Depot one time and, oh, it worked. No, you're always returning. I gotta imagine 90% of the things that go out the door at Lowe's and Home Depot and places like that come back in disheveled packaging, all torn apart. No one knows any. You watch these HGTV and everybody thinks they can fix everything. You can't. Call a plumber.
Hey, Al. Did you do it?
Yeah. Does anyone need plumbing help? A lot of you ask why I wear a hat indoors when I do these things. I'm having a bad hair day. Today I want to talk to you all about recycling since no one can seem to figure it out. It's very simple. Whether this is in your home or in the office, there's generally 3 bins. One bin is blue. That's for glass and aluminum. Very simple. The other container is green. That's for paper, magazines, cardboard. Then there's the other thing called garbage, where everything else goes. Why this week at WFAN, when I looked in the paper recycling, there was a cup of black coffee? I have no idea, but this happens all the time. In the condo where I used to live, people would put eggshells in the blue recycling bin. No one is recycling eggshells. It's very simple. Glass and aluminum in the blue bin. Paper, cardboard, magazines, green bin. If it's not one of those things, the regular garbage. It's easy. What? And this has been a public service announcement. It's Sunday. I'm back. It's been raining all weekend here in New Jersey, and last night we went to Asbury Park, where there's never any parking. So I called a Lyft, or an Uber. I prefer a Lyft, no real reason. Anyway, every time I get in a Lyft or an Uber, the guy always goes, "Where are you going?" I'm going where the app says I'm going. You know where I'm going already. Then the other thing they do is that you see them on the GPS and it says to turn right, and they keep going straight, and they go, "Which way would you prefer me to go?" "I'd prefer you to follow the GPS. It's taking you the fastest way." Policy for 2018. No more going to restaurants that don't have their own parking lot.
Why not?
Because I'm not going to a restaurant and then have to look for parking. If you can't provide a parking lot, then you can't have a restaurant.
What about Uber?
Oh, I'm not going to take an Uber everywhere. That adds round trip like $40 to the meal. If you have a restaurant and you're opening a restaurant, make sure you have a parking lot. It doesn't make sense for me to drive, to downtown Red Bank or Asbury Park and there's no parking lot for your restaurant. So I just park and then have to walk, 20 blocks in the -5-degree weather to go have dinner. Have a parking lot or don't open the restaurant.
You were saying, Al.
Also, if your restaurant is not on Open Table, not going to it. I'm not calling your place on a telephone to ask for reservations. Put it on Open Table. But also about Open Table, I know you give me bonus points or whatever it is for using Open Table. I am never going to cash in Open Table points when I go to a restaurant. Could you imagine how awkward that conversation would be with the waiter or waitress? Yes, I'm using my Open Table points, whatever that means. Today's Sunday Mornings with Al is on the road, literally. I'm at a rest stop on the Garden State Parkway, and it has me thinking about cars. There are a handful of cars which are pretty cool looking cars. Dodge Charger, the Dodge Challenger, the classic Jeep Wrangler, a Ford Mustang. But here's the problem. They all get terrible gas mileage. Why can't they put the engine and transmission that's in this Nissan Altima, which gets like 35 miles to the gallon? Put that in the Jeep. Put that in the Dodge Charger. Put that engine and transmission in the Ford Mustang. Once you have an engine and transmission that gets great gas mileage, just take it and put it in every car. And don't tell me, those other cars you mentioned are heavier. They're not that much heavier than a Nissan Altima. There's no chance they are. So last night, Gina and I went out to dinner, just the two of us, and I ordered an appetizer, the scallops. Well, they showed up 3 scallops, as you can see in this picture, actual photo from dinner. So I have a scallop, Gina has a scallop. What to do with the third scallop? I'd love a second scallop. So would Gina. Do we split it? If you're a restaurateur, send out either 4 scallops for the 2 of us or 2 scallops. Otherwise, like, you take it. No, you take it. And I really want it, and she really wants it, but no one wants to be the slob. So please, restaurateurs, know how many people are at the table before you send the appetizer out. And I'll note that in my Yelp review.